Next item, which is D, we're going to receive the annual report from the Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Honorable members of our City Council. I'm very proud and privileged to present our annual report of BPAC, Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. This is a wonderful, proactive committee that excels in outreach, as you'll see in our report. We do a lot of things for our city. I'd like to introduce some of our members that are here tonight. Adam Cassetti is in Virginia. His mother is ailing, so he couldn't be here, but he sends his regards. Walter Bird is a charter member. We were appointed in May of 2002, and so he has been a terrific, ongoing joy for our city, and a lot of dedicated work. Henry Marr and Cecile could not make it as Gus was unable. Our newest member is Matt Gaines, and you can see we're proud to wear our shirts that Emil Hans designed the design. He was a charter member, and you know him from Tan Foran. And he will be receiving his shirt at our next meeting. Our very active City Council liaison is Councilman Marty Medina, who has been a real resource to us. We're very pleased to be working with you, Marty. And our staff, we are blessed with a very strong staff. Darcy is our director, and she is out of town at a conference right now, professional conference. And Rusha is here tonight, and she is a gift to us. She just keeps us on track, as does David Wong, our engineer. Outreach and education. As you know, El Crystal School closed last year, and just before its closure, Walter and I, as you know from previous years, have gone to all the schools and make bicycle and pedestrian presentations to the children and staff and many parents that attend. And this photo is the guy before Weight Watchers on the left, presenting to the kids. It was a really wonderful, beautiful day, and they love Walter because, as you can see, he's in his bicycle garb, and his bicycle folds down to about this size, and when he opens it up, the kids are just amazed, and after the presentation, they can come up, and he always has a big crowd of children around him asking him questions, and this year we'll be contacting either Allen or Bel Air, the only two schools we haven't visited so far. The next activity will be taking place this Saturday, and I encourage you to join us. For many years, we've had an information table disseminating safety procedures for bicycles and how to cross a crosswalk properly. And in this picture, we have two young ladies, and then Max Engel, who was at this time an 8th grader at Parkside, now a freshman at Cappuccino High School, and he will be helping us once again. So we had a tragedy about 8 years ago with a young lady from Parkside. She borrowed a bicycle, came down Niles, lost her brakes, and was killed. And as a result, we wanted to do something positive. So Walter and I sat down and we made 10 safety tips. And this will be one of the items that we will give away Saturday at our information table. And the most popular thing are temporary tattoos. The little kids, and they talk about safety things, and I want to thank staff for providing that for us. And we'll have other items that we give away as well. We're working with the fire department and the chief, Dave Cresta, will be giving away helmets and working collegially with them. And that just shows how we're doing our outreach. Another outreach is Bike to Work Day, one of our most favorite activities. We started with one, and this is our relationship with Walmart. Cecile is a member, she's not a San Bruno, but she represents business in San Bruno at Walmart, and they have sponsored our refresher station at San Bruno BART for many years. Last year we had over 300 passerbys and about 180 people that stop. And when they stop, we give them coffee, bananas, power bars, tire repair kits, maps of bicycle trails throughout the county, and other items provided by commute.org. And again, Walter and I have established a very close working relationship with them. Thank goodness they changed their name from the traffic congestion, 5 other words that go along with it. Commute.org is much more manageable. And they've been giving us many items to give away to our citizens as well. You can see this is the refresher station at BART, and it runs from, we get there at 6:30 and we finish up about 9 o'clock. Last year, we started another refresher station at Caltrain, and that was sponsored by YouTube. And YouTube is going to provide the food and all the items for this year's event on May 9th. If anybody wants to work with us, I know Marty's going to be volunteering. And so they couldn't provide us with any people, so our committee will be staffing that station as well. So not many cities in the county have 2 stations such as us. The next one is the Posey Parade and Community Day in the park. I believe, I should have been more knowledgeable, I think this is our 6th year for Community Day in the park. Danielle Brewer, our Superintendent of Recreation, has done a magnificent job. Many of us have been there since the beginning on the planning, and it's just blossomed into a fantastic event, and it brings our community together. We follow the Posey Parade, sponsored by the San Bruno Lions. And for those of you unfamiliar with the Posey Parade, it is the longest existing parade of non-motorized vehicles. And in the beginning, we asked if we could use our bicycles and join. They said no, we were too old. So we have to walk like the others. Except for the dignitaries who come in wonderful cars. The next thing is our staff has worked with this, and one of our former committee members really pushed for the bicycle fix-it station at BART, and we came up with this idea so bikers could fill up their tires or do repairs, minor repairs to their bicycle. And unfortunately, this has been vandalized, and it was a wonderful, so we're going to try to take care of that. Rusha is the coordinator of the San Mateo Avenue Streetscape Plan. Ever since I moved in San Bruno in 1959, San Bruno Avenue has gone through many, many stages. And as we look at our sister cities to the south, and we see the improvements they have done, we also want to be on par with that and be proud of our downtown area. And so we were involved, many of our committee has been involved in the community walk shop. That's where we met at Caltrain and divided into 2 large groups, walked all the way up San Mateo Avenue, turned around at El Camino and came back, and then evaluated and all the suggestions and ideas that people had. Then we had the stakeholder, Walter and Adam are members of that committee, and met with Rusha and again had input and outreach with that. The third one was the drop-in community workshop at Citibank. That was a fantastic event, and you can see the people there. All the plans were posted, and they had a chance to put input what they would like to see on San Mateo Avenue. Everything from, I want as many lights as Las Vegas, to just a few tables. So we've got a big spectrum, and now the committee has to sort that out. Next are our goals and participation in the San Mateo Avenue streetscapes plan. That's one of our very important things that we're working on. And continuing implementation of the walk and bike plan, which was started with Dave Walterwing. And the staff is working on that and keeping an eye. We have a chart that we notate all our business so we don't forget, because we only meet 6 times a year, and we want to be on top of everything. We expand community outreach. You've seen how much we're involved, and research and development and public safety announcements. We work with Miriam. She's fantastic. We've had many about wearing helmets, being careful of riding on the bike trail with cars opening their doors so you don't get into an accident. And we've really been proud of that program. Identify bicycle and pedestrian safety improvements. Cities, we do that at every meeting, and we've done things like improving the crosswalk by Highway 380 as it exits into San El Camino Real. So I would think I went over my 5 minutes, but thank you for indulging me. I also want to thank Robert Reichel. I made a mistake, Robert. Sorry about that. And he has been one of our best supporters, and he's written many articles promoting what our committee wants to do and has done, and I want to thank him publicly for that. Thank you very much. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions or comments from council? Marty?
I just want to thank you all for the work that you do, and as we rotate the council into the Bike Pedestrian Advisory Committee, we all get a chance to work with you, and I just wanted to make sure everybody understands that last year Rico did most of the work. I just started, 4 months into it, but it's really a pleasure to work with you, and thank you for what you do.
And on behalf of the rest of the council, to echo what Marty said too, it is a lot of work. You're out there personally and physically giving up your time, and we appreciate that. And so for those of the members that are here, thank you, and please pass on to those that couldn't be here this evening that we want to thank you again for all that you do.